Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Doug, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about the Clink Room. And for those of you who are not familiar with what the Clink Room is, I did a review of it in 2020 when Clink Room 2.0 re-emerged, and it's basically a great spot for pre-orders of custom designed 5950 fitted caps. Now, I mentioned I did that review in 2020, and Clink Room 2.0 virtually emerged at the perfect time. Because as you recall, most of us around the world in 2020 were mired in the deepest months of the pandemic. And it just felt like the right time for the Clink Room to reemerge for those of us that love collecting fitted caps. Now, the original Clink Room in the early 2010s created some much loved and very sought after fitted baseball caps. I was personally not collecting a lot of fitted caps at that time and was unaware of the Clink Room. But when 2.0 came back out, it was a revelation, because this pre-order model where you'd see custom designs that were submitted by designers and fitted cap fans from all over the place, it was just really a special feeling to get a fitted cap from the Clink Room. And it felt like version 2.0 of the Clink Room recaptured all of that magic at a time when a lot of us really could use something like that. Now, I would say that the pre-order system was especially welcome because all these caps are placed up for pre-order, and it seems that when they have a threshold, a target that you must meet for these caps to go in production, that would seemingly make the best designs rise to the top of the list. Now, that was great, but the other good thing about that is that if you were struggling to get a hold of fitteds that you really wanted, the pre-order system gives you the chance to get any fitted that you really want. Now, if you fast forwarded to 2022 now, and we're just about to get into the month of June, it has really been 2 years, give or take, since the Clink Room 2.0 has been operational. Now, this has me wondering if this might be a good time for the Clink Room to slow down a little bit. And I'll explain to you why I think that, because I know that Clink Room fans, myself included, it's almost universally appreciated what the Clink Room has been doing for the fitted cap community, for the ability of just about anyone to submit a design for consideration by the Clink Room. These are all great things, but there has also been a massive output of fitted caps, and to me it's consistent with some other things going in the market where I just feel a little overwhelmed right now with all these cap offers that are coming out. So hang with me as I explain why I'm asking that basic question of whether the Clink Room should slow down a little bit. So no matter how revered the Clink Room might be, they are still running at a pace of 6 cap pre-orders per week, basically for 2 years straight. So I would say that most of the pre-orders that close in a given week are definitely selling. They're hitting the threshold to go into production. So that is a pretty amazing record of purchasing of these caps by fitted cap collectors and fans. There are also about 10 caps that make it into the Monday morning crits, which is what the design critiques are called on Instagram. And these are pulled from design submissions of the past week or two and basically circulated on Instagram to see which ones might resonate with future purchasers, which designs might make it into the Fresh Friday pre-orders that are also published on Instagram and on the Clink Room website. So basically, if you back up a little bit, think about 6 caps a week for a period of about 2 years. And if you look at the production tracker on the current Clink Room website, you will find over 600 caps that have gone into production at some level through the Clink Room. So that is 600 fitted cap designs. Most of them are unique. There's been some reruns, some retakes with different colorways or glow-in-the-dark embroidery, things like that. But it is pretty remarkable that over 600 caps have been produced through Clink Room 2.0. Now, again, the cap community perception of the Clink Room is almost universally positive. So I know that some of the things I'm about to say probably won't be all that popular with some of my viewers. But here's my thoughts on why a break would be a good thing. Number one, the supply chain issues have affected fitted caps, just like any other market that we've experienced in the year or so since the height of the pandemic. So what this is translated into for Clink Room buyers is that many of them have had to wait up to and sometimes more than a year to receive the pre-orders that they thought would arrive in 3 to 4 months. Myself included, I've got 3 caps that I'm still waiting for, and the delivery or shipment date keeps on getting pushed back every time I check the production tracker. When you're getting something this unique, I think everybody's kind of resolved to the fact that, okay, I can wait a little bit longer. It's not essential. I already knew 3 or 4 months was coming, and so what's the difference between that and 8 or 9? I guess not much if you've ordered a bunch of these caps, and some of them might start to trickle in over time, and I've seen some of that on Instagram lately. But still, it has been a major inconvenience. And to their credit, the Clink Room has been very good about public apologies and public messaging to their buyers about the situation and what they are doing to resolve it. And they've also left open the possibility for all their buyers that you have the option to cancel your pre-order if you're tired of waiting for it. So Casey, the founder of the Clink Room, has gone to video many times in the past for a message of apology and asking Clinkers to hang in there with them. So I give them all the credit in the world for managing the perception and the problems that have come out as a result of these supply chain crises. Still, I have to admit, I'm a little surprised that the pace of 6 caps per week continued even after it was well understood that a lot of these caps would be so far delayed by the supply chain issues from New Era and their manufacturers overseas. Now, the other thing that I have seen is that I think the fact that you've now created 600 plus cap designs in fitted caps, I mean, that more than fulfills the need for really interesting, well-designed caps. And I think there has been a decline in the quality of the designs being submitted to the Clink Room, and also the quality of the designs being published and making it to production. Now, again, this might be controversial because I'm sure that everybody has found at least one cap every once in a while that they really like, and they're glad the Clink Room has offered that. But to me, when I scroll through some of these and as they accumulate every week, I find less and less caps that are appealing to me. Now, I happen to be wearing my favorite all-time Clink Room cap, and I think it's my favorite because I think most of my regular viewers know I'm a minimalist, but this design was called the Airborne, and it's a simple letter form logo, which I love because it, it's consistent with a lot of baseball caps in the past. But I would say that designs at the Clink Room of late have been dominated by a few strange topics which keep coming up. There seems to be lots of elements that draw upon either skulls or skeletons, other supernatural topics, amusing wordplay or titles of the cap design that are a play on words of some sort, a pun or otherwise. And then lastly, I think a lot of the designs have just devolved into cartoons. Now, there was always a wild spirit in the minor league baseball, especially the theme nights fitted caps that we've seen for many, many years. And I know the connection of Brandios, which is really the design firm behind the Clink Room, has a connection to lots of great MILB designs. In that environment at the Clink Room, I think it has kind of encouraged these wild off-the-wall designs because you don't see those anywhere else. And this is the place to get your fun caps, maybe not your serious caps, maybe not your official MLB caps. So I get why that environment has been created. But for me personally, to see cartoon after cartoon or skullhead or any kind of supernatural or these funny titles of caps that require so much explanation when somebody asks that I'm not sure I'd really want to wear those out and be asked about it all the time. So for me, it's just gotten to the point where the decline of the designs every week has gone down. And I have no doubt that has a lot to do with the fact that we keep seeing 6 of them every week. So just to bring it home here, really, I think this is just an open question to my viewers in the fitted cap community is, do you, like me, think it's time for the Clink Room to either slow down or take a little break from what they've been doing lately? Just because they can keep selling 6 pre-order designs per week, I'm asking the question of, should they keep doing that? Because again, I think we've seen this in other parts of the fitted market. It's just getting a little saturated. I think it happens to be diluting what makes the Clink Room special. When there are over 600 caps to be had and growing by 6 every week, I'm not sure it's such a unique or special experience anymore to get a cap from the Clink Room. And I think this speaks a little bit to the not only the quality, but the legacy of the caps from the Clink Room. You know, I want to see more designs that I'm proud to own, and I think that they can only do that by reducing the total amount of designs that make it through to production. So that's about all I had to say on that. I'd certainly welcome everybody's comments and thoughts below. Let me know what you think. But other than that, if you are interested in other fitted cap guidance and content, I've got a bunch of links to my best videos down below in the description. These will show you, among other things, on how to stretch, shrink, shape, or otherwise edit and maintain your fitted caps. But as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.